Hello everybody, Jalila T here. So today I want to talk a little bit about stop playing red light, green light with your business. So, I wanted to jump on here and talk about this because I've noticed lately that a lot of people like to stop, they like to start their business, but they don't really have like a real justification why, right? So we're going to talk about that today. We're going to dissect this red light, green light method. All right. If you are just tuning in, please make sure that you comment below with where you're watching from so I can give you a shout out, all right? And if you're new connecting with me today and you're watching, please make sure that you say, I'm a newbie, so that I can be sure to connect with you afterwards. So let's talk about this red light, green light effect that you guys are doing in your business, and your hobbies, and your life, right? We've got to stop that. No more playing red light, green light. So these are our red light, green lights for today so that you can understand the concept of what we're talking about. So red, of course, means stop, right? And then green means go, go, go. Or to some people, it means floor it. So, what is this red light, green light that we're talking about? So I'm referring to the children's game. You know the game that goes, like, put a 1 in the comments below if you know the red light, green light game, where someone stands at the end of the room and everybody else lines up at the other end, the opposite end. And the kids are like, well, the one person that's standing by themselves, they're the leader, right? So they're the ones that are telling everybody in the group to red light, which means stop, or green light, which means go, right? So imagine, let's just think about this for a second. Imagine if your goals or your vision was the person that's standing alone that is calling the shots, that is saying red light, green light, stop, go, to everybody else that's lined up against the wall, right? So everybody that's lined up against the wall represents the task that you need to do daily in order to meet your goals, right? So your goals are at this end, right? And then all of your tasks are right here. So you've got green lights and red lights in order to get you to the end result, right? So when we talk about this, I'm talking about the tasks that you have to get done daily. So what happens is oftentimes people stop and start in their business and they don't consistently work it. So they come up with all kinds of excuses, right? So I'll give you, hello, Sherry. I'll give you a couple of examples of what I'm talking about. So if you are a red lighter, right? If you're red lighting today, red light means that you stop, right? You're telling people, oh, I'm taking a break from my business, right? I'm not doing it this month. I'm going to wait 2 months and then jump back in. Or like in weight loss, I'll give you another example. In weight loss, people do it all the time. Oh, I'm not going to start now. I'm going to start in 2 weeks. What? No. How about if you want to achieve something, you got to be consistent, right? So the red light people are the ones that are just stuck. They're stopped, they don't pass go, they don't move because they're making tons of excuses, and they're in the middle of things and they start things but they don't finish them, right? And they're just stuck, right? So drop a 2 in the comments if you ever made some of these excuses before. Whatever it is in your life you've got going on, but you might have been like, oh, I'm just gonna wait till next month and start fresh. What is this start fresh business like that you're doing? What are you waiting for, right? Why are you not seizing the day? So let me tell you why you need to stop being a red light. And then we're going to talk about the green light and how to change this, okay? I'm going to give y'all some tools to success here. So red light people, the reasons you need to stop red lighting your business and stop working and stop this hot nonsense with these excuses, one of the reasons is because time waits for nobody. Time waits for nobody, right? So while you're over here talking about, I'm just going to stop my business this month and I'm going to try again in June, right? The whole time from February to June while you red lighting, hey, Sarah Lynn, love you too. While you're red lighting, everybody else is moving. Everybody else is making money, right? Look at the green light. You see this money right here, honey? You could be getting that money too, but instead you're red lighting. You're making excuses, right? You're not moving. You're stuck. You're still. You're not even making an effort. So guess what? Your goals are down there waiting to call red light, green light for you to tell you to go, right? So you can get closer to your goals, but instead you're red lighting. You're sitting back here on the sidelines. Everybody else done passed you, right? They're going to make it to the goals. They're going to make it to the paycheck. They're going to make it to the money, right? Because time waits for nobody. Just because you decided to be a red light today does not mean the rest of the world does. That means that every person that you decided you didn't want to network with today, every person you decided you didn't want to tell them what you had to offer in products or sales or whatever the case may be, right? They're going to someone else because you ain't ready. You ain't ready for them. You're not taking advantage of it. So another reason, you know, when you stop working, your money stops growing, right? The saying is so true. Money does not grow on trees, right? But guess what? When you stop doing what you're supposed to be doing, right? You don't make no money, honey. If you are, yes, Dawn, you are late. If you are a business owner, we only get paid when we work, honey. So I have people tell me all the time, girl, when do you sleep? Oh, Jaleba sleeps. Don't get it twisted. Y'all just don't know about it because y'all think I'm working round the clock, because I am. But that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't have a reason to red light. There's nothing in this world, on this planet, nothing, unless I'm laid up in a hospital. But even then, honey, I got my cell phone. I will find a way to work, okay? Because I understand that when I stop working, my money stops growing. I don't make no money when I don't work. That's the way this works. You gotta stop being a red light. So the next tip, it's gonna take you forever to build a foundation to your business. So, you know, there are people that, you know, they jump into a business, they start something, they don't like finish it, right? They just stop it. They decide to be a red light today. And while they're being a red light, guess what happens? You didn't even set up shop properly. So you don't even have a foundation for your business. And guess what? The foundation is the most critical, most important piece. Why? Because think about how a house is built, right? A house, some of you are homeowners, right? Drop a 4 in the comments if you're a homeowner, right? Or if you had your house built from the ground up and you watched it being built, right? Homeowners can relate to this. A home has to have a foundation built first because the foundation is the support to the house. If you have no foundation on your house is going to collapse. Your house is not going to stay standing for 50 years. It's just not going to happen, right? You got to have a solid foundation. How frustrating is it? Right? Let me just paint this picture for you. How frustrating is it if you are a homeowner that's waiting for your house to be constructed, and every time you turn around, they have stopped working on the foundation of your home. So it's delaying the time when your home is supposed to be finished and you're supposed to be in it, right? Drop a 5 in the comments if you know what I'm talking about, right? It's the same concept in your business. You have to have a solid foundation. You cannot be in the red zone talking about what you're not doing today and I'm gonna wait 3 months and I ain't doing nothing this month. I'll just start fresh on the 1st. Like, what is this that you're doing? 2 weeks of no foundation laid, that is detrimental to your business. You have to have a foundation in order to have longevity in your business. That's what you're not understanding. The foundation is what sets the mold for your business in the long term. Not the short term, but the long term, okay? So get it together. Stop red lighting. You need to be setting a foundation. Everything you do gets you one step closer to that goal, to the green light, to the money. See this money right here, this moolah, this ka-ching, right? I could go on and on about money, but I'm just saying, if you want the money and you want to work and you want to be able to have a great business, you gotta do some work. Stop red lighting. Stop it. All right, so let me see. Oh, I know what else. You lose momentum. You lose momentum, and then especially if you're starting your business, right, and you just started, you gotta relearn crap. So, you know, you start a business and you're excited, and that excitement carries you for about, I don't know, 3 to 6 months, right? Then when it starts getting hard, you're like, no, I'm gonna red light for 3 months. I can't do it. No, I need a break. This is stressing me out. I'm not making any money. Blah, 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 blah. Drop a 6 in the comments if you have a team and you've heard all these things before, right? I'm just gonna wait and start fresh. Yeah, so what happens is you lost momentum. You forgot why you started. You forgot what you were trying to achieve. And not only that, you done spent time learning all these things, right? Because practice makes perfect. You done, hey Anthony, you spent time learning all these things. And now you gotta start all the way over because you done waited, you done red lighted yourself. You're waiting 2 months now, right? So now you log back into a system, you try to do something, and you done forgot everything you done learned. Your momentum stopped, right? You got in a groove, you were feeling great, and as soon as something sidetracked you, you red lighted yourself. You benched yourself, just like a player on a team, on a basketball team, right? Instead of the coach taking you out of the play, you took yourself out of the play. Why would you bench yourself, dude? Everybody goes through things, but you can't red light or bench yourself. You gotta keep going. That momentum will keep you going, right? You need to find different things that are gonna light your fire. So that's another reason why you gotta stop red lighting. So my last tip for why you have to stop red lighting or benching, because now we're talking about benching, but benching yourself. Let's see. Anthony says never give up and never have self-doubt. You're absolutely correct. All right, so last thing, right? Every minute that you waste doing nothing is a minute that you could be putting into your business. Hate to break it to you, but while like right now it's 8:53, I could be watching Grey's Anatomy, but instead I decided to go live and share some knowledge with you guys. Why? Because I got a DVR, honey. I can watch that later. Like I can pull up ABC right now. Why do I have a DVR? That is a good question. Maybe I don't need a DVR anymore. Look, you guys just made me realize that. So yes, every moment that you spend not spending time on you, on your business, right? Red lighting yourself, benching yourself, or just doing anything else, it takes away from the money that you could be making. That is time, energy, momentum, all of those things that you can put into your business, right? So look at where you have spare time. Stop red lighting yourself and making excuses, right? So how can we turn this around, right? So that you can stop putting it off for tomorrow, right? And you can start doing some things today, right? So instead of waiting and putting it off, hello, Jarnell. Instead of waiting and putting it off to tomorrow, guess what happens every time you do that? Tomorrow comes and you're like, oh, I'll wait till Friday. Then Friday comes and I'll wait till next Monday. Tomorrow never comes because you just keep dodging it. So stop red lighting. So how we're going to turn this around, we're going to go to green lights. We want to be down there with our goals, right? We don't want to be down here back at the starting line saying red light or green light. No, we want to be green all the day. We want to collect all this moolah right here, right? So in order to do that, we need to go, go, go. Do. You want to, I miss you too, Jordan. You want to be, notice that my green light, let me show y'all something. I did this on purpose. Subconsciously, you didn't even know, right? Look at my little red light. Look at my big old fat green light that leads you to the moolah. Because I'm trying to tell y'all something, okay? If you understand what I'm saying, drop a 6 in the comments below. I'm trying to get y'all to the money. I'm trying to get you to the life of your dreams. I'm trying to get you to your goals, your vision. Maybe your vision is to be able to take your kids on vacation. Maybe your vision is to be able to at least have a savings account, right? That's not being sucked dry by your house, right? If you're a homeowner, you know what I'm talking about. Or maybe you just want a new car. Maybe you want to be able to vacation. Maybe you want to be able to go to Dubai, although not sure if we should be leaving the country right now, but I digress. We'll talk about that on another live, okay? So the point is, right, what if you just change your thinking, right? Stop red lighting yourself and let's green light thinkers. Let me tell you what we do. My key to success has only been, and I'm being totally candid here. I'm not a Jessie Lee, I'm a Jalila. And I'm going to tell you, the thing that works for Jalila is consistency. The one thing that I understand in business and in life is consistency. And that has been my key and my secret to success. There is never a day on this planet. There's never a day or time on this planet that I don't do work. It does not happen. Because I understand that I have to do these daily tasks in order to meet my goals. Now, that doesn't mean that every month I meet my goals. It just means that I'm very consistent. I know what I'm capable of. And guess what happens when you're consistent? When you're consistent, you keep going and then you make it to the goals eventually. So maybe you're not a Jessie Lee that can, just go and do things overnight and pull in 100 gazillion people, right? But maybe you're more like a Jalila who's consistent, right? I focus on, and you can do this too, exercise the notion to focus on 3 to 5 tasks every single day that are going to help you with your business. They're going to help you build your business. They're going to help get you closer to your goals. Even if it's a hobby, it's something you just want to perfect and get better. Focus every single day on doing 3 to 5 things, all right? Because that's going to catapult you forward. The worst that can happen is you stay consistent and God forbid you actually make it to your goals, right? At some point, because you're consistent, you'll get there. That is the key to success, right? So you got to change your way of thinking. No more benching yourself. No more saying stop. No more red lighting yourself. We're going to go with green. We want to go, 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 right? We want to achieve things. We don't want to just do things and not make all this cash right here. Like, that's whack sauce. I'm going to need y'all to be more consistent, okay? Stop stopping. Stop stopping and starting and stopping and starting. Every time you do that, you got to start all the way over, back at scratch. And that is not fun. I would rather have a foundation set. And at the end of the day, people know that I'm here. They know that I'm available. They know that what I have to offer. And at least, even if I'm not banging out serious goals today, I'm at least going to get there. And I'm getting one step closer to it. So, you know, if you love what you heard, drop a 10 in the comments below. Feel free to give me some of these and some of these. Feel free to like, comment, share, because sharing is caring. And if you felt like you needed this message, I'm sure that someone else needed to hear it too. You guys have a great night. I'll talk to you later. Bye.